Opening files with JFileChooser. The class JFileChooser displays a dialog known as the JFileChooser dialog that enables the user to easily select files or directories. And we're gonna see an example right now. So we can go into Java, our Java project. So what I'm gonna do is I'm in Visual Studio Code, and I'm gonna press Control Alt Windows N, and now new Java project. So I already have a Java folder, so no build tools, that's fine. I'm gonna go right here and we are gonna name it file file demo. Oops, no, it has to be here in this location, in this Java, and here we're gonna have the name file demo. Okay, and it already created one for us. Okay, so we're gonna go into the source. We already have this Java file here. We're gonna go into the source and we're gonna create a new file. So we're gonna name it file demos. Okay, demonstration.java. Let me see, file demonstration.java. Okay, we have the file demonstration, and we're gonna import, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna import Java .awt border layout. We're gonna also import Java.awt event let me close this, action event semicolon at the end. And yeah, we can do pretty much the same here, the third one, but instead it's gonna be action listener. Okay, so we have imported a Java. Finally, another Java. It's gonna be java.io. okay, io.file semicolon at the end. And now we're gonna import some Javax. So we'll have already imported 4 Java. Now import Javax that swing that JFileChooser. Okay, and we're gonna do the same here. Import Javax that swing. Javax that swing that JFrame. Okay, the third one. We're gonna import Javax that swing the JOptionPane. So it's gonna be JOptionPane. That's fine. And we need 3 more. Okay, so we're gonna copy here. Okay, so we're gonna import Javax that swing that JScrollPane. So it's gonna be JScrollPane, the second one. We're gonna go with JTextArea semicolon at the end. And finally we're gonna have the JTextField. So it's gonna be JTextField. Okay, this one semicolon at the end. Okay, so we have this public class file demonstration, and we're gonna pretty much extend JFrame. Okay, JFrame. And here we're gonna have them private. So let me move it here. So we're gonna have private JTextArea. We're gonna have the output. We're gonna have the output area, so it's going to be output area. Okay, output area. So this is going to be used for the output. Now we're going to have the private J scroll pane, and we're going to have a scroll pane semicolon at the end, used to provide scrolling to output. Okay, so we're going to go J text area and J scroll pane. Okay, so here we're gonna set up the GUI. So we're gonna have this public file demonstration. So it's gonna be file, yeah, this one, file demonstration, open parentheses, and we're gonna open curly braces. And here we're gonna have super, and we are gonna have testing class file. So it's gonna be testing class file. Okay, semicolon at the end. Let me see. So we have a super testing class file, and we're gonna have the output area. Here we're gonna have the output area, and we are gonna set it to new J text area. So new J text area semicolon at the end. Okay, so now we're gonna add output area to scroll pane. So it's gonna be a scroll pane. We're gonna set it to new J scroll pane, and here, okay, semicolon at the end, but inside the parentheses we're gonna pass the output area. Okay, we're gonna open parentheses, and we're gonna add the scroll pane. We're also gonna add the border layout. So scroll pane border layout that center semicolon at the end. This is gonna add the scroll pane to the GUI. We're gonna have the set size, so it's gonna be set size, and okay, let me see, set size, okay, it's gonna be 400 by 400. Yeah, and now we're gonna have the set visible, and we're gonna set it to true. Okay, so this is gonna display the GUI, and finally we're gonna analyze. So we're gonna analyze path. We semicolon at the end. Let me see, analyze path. Okay, so create and analyze the file objects. Okay, and yeah, we can leave it. Let me see, file demonstration, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go outside of the file demonstration, and now we're gonna allow user to specify file or directory name. So we're gonna have our private file get file or the directory. Okay, we're gonna open parentheses, so get file or directory, and now we're gonna open curly braces. Okay, so now we're gonna display FileDialog so the user can choose file or directory to open. So we're gonna have the JFileChooser. Okay, we're gonna set it to new JFileChooser semicolon at the end. We're gonna have our file chooser, so we're gonna have our file chooser that set file selection mode. Yeah, file chooser that set file selection mode, and we're gonna pass the JFileChooser that files and directories. We have semicolon at the end, that's fine. Let me see, files and directories. We're gonna have our integer result integer result, we're gonna set it to the file chooser that show open dialog, and we're gonna pass in this show open dialog. We're gonna pass in this semicolon at the end. Now if user click cancel button on dialog, we're gonna return. So if the result is equal to the JFileChooser, then we are gonna cancel underscore option, and 1 2 3 we're gonna have the system that exit, and we're gonna pass in 1. Okay, so below we're gonna have in the file, and we're gonna have the file name. We're gonna set it to the file chooser that get selected file. Okay, semicolon at the end, so get the file. And here we're gonna display error if invalid. So if we're gonna open again another parentheses, so we're gonna have if the file name, let me see, or if the file name is equal to null, and now we're gonna use the or parentheses again, the file chooser, if the file name is equal to null, or the file name, let me see, file name, or the file name that get name that equals, and here we're gonna just an empty set of double quotes, equals, and let me see if this is fine. Okay, here we're gonna open curly braces, and we're gonna have the JOptionPane that show message dialog, and let me leave it empty, this parentheses, move it here, and now we are gonna have this comma, let me see, invalid name, another comma, invalid name. We're gonna have invalid invalid name, comma, and we're gonna have now the JOptionPane that is gonna be set to error message. Semicolon at the end is fine, and we're almost done here. Let me see, error message. This is the JOptionPane that showed dialog, semicolon at the end, and here we're gonna have in the system that exit, and again we're gonna pass in 1, and this would be the end of the if statement. So finally we just need to return the file name, so the file name, semicolon at the end, and this would be the end of the method get file. So method, let me see, this one, get file. Okay, so we're gonna go below here, and now we're gonna display the information about the file or directory the user specifies. So we're gonna create a public, it's gonna be public void, and it's gonna be analyze path. So pretty much we're using, let me see, this one, the analyze path, like this. And here we're gonna create the file object based on user input. So we're gonna have the file name, we are gonna get file directory, semicolon at the end, and here we're gonna have if, so the condition if the name that exists, if name exists, output information about it. Okay, so if name that exists, we're gonna output area, so output area that set text, so that set text, and here we're gonna pass in the string. We're gonna pass in the string that format, the string that oops, yeah, let me delete this, the string that format. Okay, and let me see, a string that format, semicolon at the end, and inside of the parentheses of the string that format, we're gonna have the percent sign, lowercase letter s, percent sign, lowercase letter s, to the next line, percent sign, lowercase letter s. Let me see, oops, format is string dot format. Okay, so we're gonna have, let me see, 1 2 3. Okay, so 1 2 3. Then okay, so again we're gonna move to the next line and we're gonna do the same. So to the next line, just to the next line, this, to the next line. Let me, okay, so we have 1 2 1 1 2, let me see, 1 2, okay, it's gonna be 1 2 3 4 5. So we have 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so now we need to the next line, and then we're gonna have lowercase, let me see, lowercase letter s. Again to the next line, percent sign. Again, let's do it again like that. To the next line, like this. To the next line, and like that. Oops. Okay, so comma, let me see, like that, comma, and now we're gonna have in the name, so it's gonna be the name that get name, so this one. Now we're gonna pass in, let me see, exists, another comma. Now we're gonna have a parenthesis, and we are gonna have first, we're gonna have in the name that is file. Okay, or a ternary operator. We're gonna have in here, we're gonna have is a file, and this would be calling, and this one is not a file, like that. Okay, so like this. Again, we're gonna have name that is directory, ternary operator, is a directory, like that, is a directory. Okay, double quotes, it's not a directory, it's not a directory, like that. Let me see, so we move comma, oops, it's not a directory, so let me see, it's not a directory, so here we're gonna open parentheses again, and let me see, so name is absolute, so it's gonna be name that is absolute. Okay, name that is absolute, ternary operator, double quotes, name is absolute path, is absolute path, yeah, like this, calling is absolute path, and okay, so this one would be is not absolute path, like that. It's not absolute path, comma, we will have the last modified, so it will be last modified. Okay, so last modified, calling space, comma, yeah, and here will be name that, let me close this, name that last modified. Okay, name that last modified. Then here we will have the length, so here we have the length. Let me see the length, calling space, and here we'll have the name that length, so comma to the next line. Here we will have the path, calling space, and here we will have name that get path, so get path, yeah, this one, name that get path, absolute, so it's going to be absolute path. This one would be, yeah, like this, comma, finally we're almost done, name that get absolute file, I mean name that get absolute path, like that, comma, and this would be parents, or parent space, calling space, comma, name that get parent, so get parent, like that. You can save it. Let me see. Okay, so this would be the end. Okay, yeah, 1 2 3 semicolon at the end. So outside of this one we will have our final if statement. If the name that is directory, then we're gonna have something, so it's gonna be a string, directory, so it's gonna be a string directory. Okay, a string directory, we're gonna set it to name that list. Okay, like that, semicolon at the end. Then we will have output, the area that append, and here we will have the directory, so the directory that append, and here we will have to the next line directory, let me see, contents, calling into the next line. Okay, yeah, finally we're gonna have the for, so we're gonna have the string directory name calling directory and 1 2 3. So we will have here the output area that append, and finally we'll have the directory name, and we're gonna concatenate it with to the next line. Okay, so outside of the outer if, so this will be the end of the outer if, we are gonna have the else. Let me see, we're gonna have else, to the next line we're gonna open curly braces, and here we are gonna have the JOptionPane, that let me see, show message dialog, and we're gonna pass in this, the name, we're gonna concatenate it, and here we're gonna have does not exist. We're gonna have error, uppercase, so it's gonna be error. And here finally we're gonna have the JOptionPane, that error message. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, that will be the end for this file. So let me see, this is the outer if, this is the inner if, and this will be the end of the outer if, so this one. And we don't have any errors. Let me see, action events, status one, yeah, everything's, yeah, make sure that the string format you do it correctly. String to the next line, string to the next line. So okay, let's just leave it like that, and now let's just test it. Okay, so we're gonna have the file demonstrate file demonstration test.java, file demonstration test.java. Okay, and here we're just gonna import something, so we're gonna import javax that swing that JFrame, like that, semicolon at the end, that's fine. Then we have our public class file demonstration test, yeah, that's fine. And here we're gonna have our main file demonstration test, must be defined as its own file. Let me see, let me close it. File demonstration, let me see, F2 and file, okay, camel notation, let me see, yeah, okay, file demonstration test. Okay, so we open curly braces and we're gonna have the file demonstration test, and here we're gonna have the application. We're gonna set it to new file demonstration, like that, semicolon at the end. Then we're gonna have the application that set default close operation, and here we're gonna pass in the JFrame that exit, let me see, exit on close, and let me see, javax that swing JFrame, import javax that swing that JFrame. Okay, let me see, new file demonstration. Okay, so semicolon at the end here. Here would be set default close. Okay, set default close operation. File demonstration. File demonstration, like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's click it here, run Java, and as you can see, this is working. So these are my documents, and for example, we can go ahead this PC, my gallery, downloads. You can do create new folders, home, documents. Okay, so let me see documents, and we can pick this one, maybe MySQL, create databases, and we can pick open. So yeah, this is it.